Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. So I thought I'd make a video on how I found out I was pregnant. I have notes with me because I forget. I forget a lot of things. Blame it on the pregnancy brain. I originally didn't want to start having another child until this year, for it to be born in 2018. We were talking about it, but we weren't really sure. I remember it was November of 2016. I was working and I worked at a place where I was like in front of the computer all the time and phones ringing constantly. So mind you, these symptoms I thought seriously were just because I was getting stressed out from everything that was happening at work. I noticed I started getting very tired. I was gaining weight. I just felt very fatigued. I felt bloated. I ended up at the end not even eating right. Me and my husband had a vacation planned, a weekend getaway. It was going to be like our honeymoon kind of thing. Honestly, I don't know how I did it, but we still went. I was still feeling sick and I was like shaking. My fingers, like they would hurt. My head would hurt. I had a type, so I noticed that more my hands, like my hands hurt, my body hurt. So I was like, maybe I'm getting the flu. And so I would get sent home from work and I just wasn't feeling myself. I was like pale. I don't know what was going on at the time. I did not know what was going on. I seriously felt like my body was gonna give up on me. That's whenever I started not eating right. So I wasn't really cooking. I wasn't really doing laundry. I stayed in bed most of that time. And then when we came back, I was still sick. And I was like, well, what's going on? I had an appointment scheduled for labs, to get labs done, to get my blood drawn to see what was going on, and to get an appointment to see if I had the flu. But that ended up not happening because I called them to see when my appointment was, but I never got a call back. I ended up not going to that doctor at all. I started having pain in my lower abdomen, and I would have pain like down there, and it just felt sore. It felt like as if I was gonna have my period, but I was so irregular that I didn't really know when I was gonna start. Sometimes I would skip a month in my period, so I honestly thought that that was gonna be the month that I skipped. I actually was bloated, very bloated, and I remember playing with my husband. I was like, oh my gosh, look honey, I'm pregnant. And he would be like, no, don't say that. No, you're not pregnant. Then December came around, still no period. Then that's whenever I started feeling the nauseousness. I was still feeling that pain in my lower abdomen and, down there. So then I ended up calling my OBGYN and I called to make an appointment. And then that's whenever I started having bleeding. They weren't able to see me until like 2 weeks later. When that appointment came, I went and I remember they drew my blood, they did my urine, they checked my urine. I had blood in my urine, but I wasn't told anything at my appointment. All the times that I went, so I ended up changing doctors. They ended up coming back telling me that you're pregnant. I was like, what? No, that cannot be. Like, no. So once I got that positive pregnancy test, I called my mom because I had the bleeding and we were worried that I was gonna end up having a miscarriage. So then I went back that Monday because she wanted to see me a week later. She did an ultrasound just to make sure the baby was doing okay. They did draw my blood again that day, and then later that week she had called me and she had said she was very concerned about my HCG levels. that they were very abnormal, and she was very concerned that I was going to end up having a miscarriage just due to the bleeding and the pain that I was having. So she wanted me to go back to redraw my blood. So then I went back to get my blood drawn, I think the next day. When she sent it to lab, she said that she didn't know what was going on, but that they were fine. So I'm not sure what had happened. But I was still having that pain. She didn't know what was going on. I didn't have bleeding anymore. The day that I was told that I was pregnant, I immediately went and I took a pregnancy test, a home pregnancy test. I just wanted to give it to my husband as a gift. I gave him that, and I gave him a little card that said baby 1, baby 2, baby 3, and it said you're gonna be a dad again. I put it in a gift bag, and I put it in his closet because he always goes to his closet, and I didn't want the kids to get into it. And my husband's one of those type of persons that doesn't like to receive gifts, so he doesn't like to open them. I remember him saying, "What is it? What is it?" I'm like, "Well, you gotta open it. Read the card." And he read it. He was like, "You're pregnant?" I was like, "I'm pregnant," and he was all happy, and I was still in shock. We originally wanted to let people know we were pregnant during Christmas. We wanted them to like open up a box, but all that was going on, I thought it was good for my mom to know. Daniel's parents ended up finding out that because they guessed, and we're like, "Yeah, we're pregnant." That is how I found that I was pregnant, and how I told my husband I was pregnant. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and I will do more videos and more pregnancy updates. Thank you for watching. Bye.